we're live on air, or we were if you're rewatching this. Yeah, so this is week 8 of season 25, and this was Trios Week with celebrity guests, all celebrities who've competed on the show before, and the other dances were just regular dances. Um,
No more themes. I think we're done with themes for the season, which is good.
there's one more I think they might do next week, which would be because I remember they were like toying around with doing iconic dances. And
Ooh.
that would probably be next week because they wouldn't do it for the finals. So that'd be next week if they're doing it. But I feel like they would say something. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like that. I mean, I just finished doing my call-in votes, and there was no theme next week. It's just the semifinals.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. Maybe they'll do iconic dances, and they just won't like say anything. All right, it's really hot where I am. Sorry, guys. Okay, but yeah, today was a bit of a mess. But when is it not a mess?
I mean, it's been pretty good for most of the season.
It has been.
But I
But
don't
tonight,
know. I didn't really like tonight's scoring.
tonight was a bit of a three-ring circus at the scoring table, and we're going to get into that here very, very shortly. Shall we jump right in then?
Okay, so first was Terrell and Cheryl. And
First,
they had a Charleston. And this was one of the better dances the first round, I thought. This was
yeah.
actually just really it's just a solid Charleston. Like, some people said there was some weird stuff going on. I didn't think it was strange, whatever it was. I don't know what they were talking about. I think this was just solid. Like, he stayed on time, he put the energy into it, he had the fun personality. Like, I thought this was really, really good. This was probably
Yeah,
the best dance
I
this
have to
season.
agree with you. I absolutely have to agree with you. You know, I didn't think that this was going to be a great dance for him, but I ended up being proven totally wrong. This was a great dance for him. He had the energy to match. The choreography was great. He got like the little swivel thing on the Charleston, like pretty good, and I was super impressed with that. Love Cheryl's choreography for this. When was the last time she choreographed a Charleston?
I don't know if she's ever choreographed a Charleston for Dancing with the Stars.
That's
Maybe she does
amazing.
elsewhere. I don't know.
That's amazing. She did such a good job with that choreography. I absolutely loved it. Yeah, this was definitely one of the better dances of the first round. One of the scores that I did agree with for this evening. It got straight knives, and I was totally cool. And after this package, I was a little, I was wondering if he wasn't going home because it seems like I don't know, it seemed like we're going to continue on package, but
Yeah, they had like there was like two. I told you on Twitter this. I think it was. There's two lines in this package. One was we're not ready to go home yet. And then I'm like,
right,
okay, well maybe he's safe. And then they said it doesn't matter. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And I'm like, okay, is he finished tonight then? And
right.
then it turns out he was. And when they got to the judges' story and comments for this one, I thought the writing was kind of on the wall. Like, I was still waiting for Drew and Victoria just to see if something was gonna happen. But like, no, like this was like, yeah, he's leaving. Like, they're being really nice. And like, I mean, he deserved it, of course. But I feel like he'd be one of the ones they would try to take down if he wasn't leaving.
Right. No,
So
I agree with that.
yeah, so he got deserved praise.
He got very well deserved praise, especially for this first dance. I absolutely loved it. It was
Yeah,
probably one of my favorites of the evening, to be honest.
I think so too. Yeah, definitely my favorite of him this season, I think.
Yep,
So Drew and Emma were next with their first dance. I believe it was a slow waltz because I think they already did the Viennese waltz.
they did the
And I
Viennese
was
waltz.
actually surprised because out of the two dances tonight, like I was expecting this one to be the better of the two because he'd already done waltz and everything. But like I don't know because I noticed like a couple of the dances, including this one, were very short, and they spent like half of it out of frame, out of like hold, and like it was very strange. He did okay. Like it was
Yeah,
fun. It like they really like went into him for this. And I'm like, oh yeah, they're trying to get rid of him next week, which I already kind of predicted a while back. So like it wasn't a surprise or anything.
right.
So yeah, they ended up. I think this was the only dance of the night that got sevens. This got two sevens and an 8, so it got 22. This was the lowest score dance of the night. I guess that's. I mean, like I don't know.
It
I
was.
thought it was bad. I thought it was mean at first, and then I saw what they're giving everyone else. I'm like, okay, that's probably kind of fair.
I mean, I agree with the scores, but I disagree with the scores because I don't think that it was on a level that everybody else is at this point. But at the same time, I really don't think it was sevens. I think I think straight 8s would have sufficed for this one. I really don't think it was as bad as the judges made it out to be. I don't think it was Drew's strongest dance, but I also don't think it was sevens either. I think straight
I
8s
don't
would have
know.
been fine.
I'd have to rewatch. Yeah.
I
So
just
the next
I
dance. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, it's okay. As far as this dance was concerned for me, I really enjoyed it. I like seeing different sides of Drew. I like seeing the soft, sentimental side of it. I love the package where he talked about his fiance. Is it his fiance?
Yeah.
Not his wife.
Fiance.
Not quite yet. Yeah, I love the package, and just I really like Drew a lot as a person. He's very special. He's just really he's the heart of the season for me. He's really just absolutely making this season just so much brighter and happier, and I really like that about him. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's been really fun having him.
I love having him on. It's gonna be really sad to see him go, and at this point, I'm thinking it might be next week.
I have some stats to show you at the end that might be kind of surprising. Um,
Ooh,
Next is Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
And she did an Argentine tango to a song called Down by Marion Hill. And people were begging someone to do this song this season for Argentine tango. And then I don't think it was like one that was that good for Argentine tango.
Yeah.
This was like, I thought this was actually kind of boring. I didn't think there was much going on. Like, it was another really short one, like Drew's first dance. And it was just mostly, she didn't really do much. She mostly stood there and like tried to kind of act the part, but not really, and not much happened. And it was just fluffy, and I don't know.
So here was my thought on it. Victoria, I love her a lot. I love her personality. I think she's absolutely nothing but kind and sweet and cute and adorable. And I really, really, really wanted her to do well tonight. But upon further reflection, she got Argentine Tango and Drive, which are two dances that require a whole lot of leg action, which is extra hard for her because of her condition in her legs.
Yes.
So with that being said, she did have a rough night. It was two really hard dances, plus she had back spasm earlier in dress. And I was hoping, because I love Val's Argentine tangos, and I was hoping that this was going to be like straight tens, and it wasn't. And I was a little disappointed by this one. I wasn't like, I didn't hate it. I definitely, by no stretch of the means did I hate it, but I was underwhelmed. I was a little underwhelmed, and I understand like she had to have been in so much pain after having a back spasm literally hours earlier. Like the poor girl. So
I just found her so forgettable this week. Like, again, and that's been happening a lot.
I know. I'm a little worried for her going into next week as well, but I mean, she has made it this far.
I mean, I thought she was leaving during the double. Like, I really did, and then they're like, "You're safe," and I'm like, "Okay."
Everybody did. So at this point, I think she's in the final four. I think she is.
I'm kind of on the fence. Like, I was gonna say her, and then I'm like, "Wow," when I'm looking at some things. Who was after her? Oh, no, Lindsay was after her. Lindsay and Mark, and they got underscored again.
That was okay. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where the night started. The judges' tables turned into a 3-ring circus.
Well, because it was a circus.
Ba-doom. Yes, it was. Lindsay Mark's dance was circus themed tonight. And fittingly enough, the judges' table turned into a 3-ring circus after that because
this got 9-8-9. Like, this was a samba, and I know samba's really hard, but I thought like she really nailed this. Like, I thought Len was gonna give a 9, and then like Carrie Ann was gonna give a 9, and Bruno was gonna give a 10, and then it was like no 9-8-9. Like this was really.
Yeah, this was weird. You know, there was conversation on Twitter tonight about the fact that what Lindsay kind of has. People are kind of thinking Lindsay's on track to win. The reason that they're thinking this, that sometimes the winner of the show who ends up winning at the end goes through like this mid-season point where they're not getting any perfect scores and they're getting really, really nitpicked by the judges. And that person right now is Lindsay. It is not Jordan. It has been Jordan kind of in the past, especially with Len.
It was like Jordan for like a week when they gave him a 29, and that was like his version of it, like 29. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
there was because like Lindsay's had like a couple full weeks of it. Like, it's supposed to like, I guess, throw people or make them worry for them or make them think someone else could win. Because I don't know, like it's been 2 weeks. She's not got a person where like everything she's done except for, I don't know, maybe not the paso, because the paso she really was in pain. But like everything else, including the team dance, like they've kind of hosed her.
Yeah, it is interesting that she is the one getting completely hosed, and not Jordan. That makes me concerned for the sanctity of what is supposed to be the top two.
Supposedly, like I don't even think that's going to be the top two anymore at this point.
it makes me a little concerned because, I mean, we'll get into Jordan more so when we get to Jordan, but here's the thing. I'm 100% certain that Lindsay's going to be in the final two. Who is standing there beside her? Who should be standing there beside her is Jordan, who will actually, in reality, be standing there beside her, is a little concerning to me at this point.
Yeah, that said, okay, so this dance was the circus number. Like, I really liked it. Like, it had a lot of content, and then it had a little bit of fun stuff, like random stuff, but like it was still worked in well, and there wasn't too much of it. It wasn't like half the dance was this. She had bounce, she had all the technique. Like, it was all there. So like, I think this should have gotten like at least 110.
Yeah, absolutely. Should have gotten a 10. I don't know what the judges were smoking. They're just hosing Lindsay. Who knows why?
Okay, so the next one was Frankie and Whitney. Their package looked like it was part of a winner's edit.
It did kind of, didn't it? It did.
And I'm pretty sure he's touring. And there's a trend of people who are touring. They usually win.
They usually win. Or at the very least, they usually get to the finals.
Yeah, he'll be in the finals. Like, I think that's like lockdown. That's like, he's in the finals. It's lockdown. It's happening. The thing is, he's been like, I don't know, because it's new producers, and there was this thing for a while there, like, if you were in Jeopardy for the past certain seasons, you don't win. Or if you're the last called safe, you're not going to win. He's been the last called safe twice, including tonight. I think he's been getting the votes somehow, though. I think, like, the stats tell me he's doing well. Like, he topped last week, I think. He's topping this week so far in the stats.
Is he really?
Yeah, so far.
That's a little surprising to me, but go on.
Yeah, like, I think he could win. Like, I don't, because if he is touring, I don't think they're going to stop him if he's winning. Like, if he turns out he's, like, I don't know. I think this season will come down to the freestyle. Because, yeah.
That's a little fascinating to me because here's the thing. I absolutely think that Frankie's going to be in the final four. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that he will be there.
Final three. He's going to be final three.
Well, final three, actually. Yeah, you're right.
He's not beating. Victoria or Drew are not beating him.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that Frankie's going to be in the final three. It's just a little concerning to me because he could place, the highest that Frankie could place is, without me being upset about something, is third.
I think he's making top two possibly now. Unless, okay, here's what needs to happen if it's going to be Jordan and Lindsay in the top two. Lindsay needs to start getting scored appropriately. And Jordan needs more emotional packages. And they both need to have emotional packages and everything. And I don't know what's going to happen with Frank. Because, like, Frankie's on a roll with vote stuff. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with him. Because, like, I don't know. Like, he might win. Like, that might happen. And, like, because I know everyone's like, oh, Mark's back, he could win. Or, like, they want Lindsay to get a Mirrorball trophy. Like, if someone's going on tour, like, that's their priority. Because remember Lori? Remember how, like, people were saying, oh, they're going to want Sharon to get a Mirrorball trophy. And then Lori signed on to tour. Lori wins. Even though Val had already won. And Whitney's already won.
Here's what I find interesting about the Frankie situation in general. Is, like, first of all, yeah, he's pretty much locked out for the tour celebrity. If you were buying tickets for tour, I can guarantee you right now that Frankie is going. Frankie is 100% going. But if he is really the GP fave, like the Facebook is indicating he is,
he might be. Like, it's flipping between him and a few other people from week to week.
This makes me, that coupled with Lindsay and Jordan's producer manipulation, what is happening with the two of them, makes me very, very concerned that Frankie's going to end up in the final two.
He might be the final one. Like, I'm not putting that past them. Like, like, the thing is, like, Whitney's freestyles have been decent, right? Like, she's only done two.
She has only done two. One was great, and one was kind of lame, but...
Okay. Oh, yeah, the one with Paula Deen.
The one with Paula Deen and the Panavigas and Hayes.
Yeah. Okay, she has to go up against, I'm assuming whoever of Drew or Victoria makes it to next week is getting eliminated on the Monday, so it's not going to matter. So it's Whitney's freestyle choreography versus Lindsay's and Mark's. Like, that's a tall order.
It kind of makes me wonder, like, what would Whitney do for Frankie's freestyle?
I don't know. Because, like, I don't know, but it's like, she's up against, like, the two best freestyle choreographers. ever on the show. So, like, I don't know. Because, like, I have no idea.
And don't get me wrong, guys. I like Frankie a lot. I would love for him to be in the final 3, but just third. Third is fine.
Third is good. Like, I like third. He gets a little speech. You get to say, oh, yeah, he's going on tour. Cool. Now, go. Like, leave.
Third is 5. There are 2 people that deserve to win this season equally, an equal amount.
Okay, so this dance, because we didn't talk about that yet. I barely saw it. It was a waltz. Was it a Viennese waltz, right?
It was Viennese waltz, yeah.
Okay. It looked okay from what I saw. Like, I didn't see much. Like, at first I thought it was a rumba, and I'm like, oh, it's Viennese waltz.
Did you really? That's so funny.
I saw, like, a part that might have looked like a rumba.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
It was fine. Like, it got the same thing Lindsay did, and I think Lindsay's was probably a little bit better. But, like,
no doubt.
Frankie earned the score he got, and then Lindsay deserved higher.
Yeah, that I will agree with. I really like this number. It was very cute. It really actually, like, I was like really invested. Like, I thought, like, during the first 10 seconds, like, oh, Frankie's coming for 10s. He's coming for 10s again. Then they actually got onto the floor from the stage, and then there was like this weird awkward moment where he like lost control. I'm like, they're not getting 10s, but it's okay. I like this dance a lot. I love the song. It's so pretty. It's just one of my favorite songs ever. Perfect by Ed Sheeran. If you've never heard it, please go listen. It's gorgeous. And while you're at it, go look up Emma and Sasha's dance from Hot Summer Nights, because they danced this song on tour, and it's gorgeous. It was one of my favorite numbers. But anyway, this dance was very, very pretty. I love Frankie a lot. I do. I want him in the finals. He's great. I love his personality. I love his connection with Whitney. He's really turning out to be a great dancer. Not at the level of Jordan and Lindsay, but still just a humongously pleasant surprise for me throughout the season.
Oh yeah, he's good. And like, I want him in the finals, so there you go. So Jordan and Lindsay, the last of the individual round. This dance was good. It probably did deserve the perfect. I had trouble paying attention to them because of the hypnotic swirl things in the background. That was so annoying.
Oh my gosh, yeah. This dance was like a little hard on the eyes. Not like from a dance standpoint, because that was awesome. The quick step.
The effects were
the effects were a little like disorienting. But as far as the dance is concerned, this might make my top 15 dances of the season. Like, I loved this number. I was just like, look at that body contact. He was just so connected with Lindsay the entire flipping time. It was amazing. He looks like a professional. He looks like he should. It looked like a bumper. Guys, it looked like a literal bumper. It was so good.
So Claire had something interesting to say while watching this.
What's that?
She said, Jordan, please fall or something or other, because she wanted him to fall because, like, she's like, yeah, if he just keeps getting perfect, he's getting third.
Right. Yeah, I saw that.
Like, I don't know, because, like, they haven't shown many, like, emotional packages with him. I think we've had like 2, and then some other people have had like a lot more, and like 2 seems like a good amount, but like some people have emotional packages every other week, and people like really connect to that. And then, like, of course, there's the whole belief he's a professional dancer. There's that myth going around, which is cool.
Stupid.
But again, that's what got Vanessa and Max out.
Right. Here's the thing.
Not the professional dancer thing. That she was being a diva, even though probably not true. But if people believe something, that's how they vote. Like,
right. Here's the thing. Lindsay and Jordan and Frankie them and their respective pro partners. Those 6 people are doing absolutely nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing. They are doing themselves throughout rehearsals every week. The problem is the producer's manipulation, because they are showing Jordan kind of like he hasn't had a really emotional package. Like, Lindsay had her injury last week, and the producers are doing a really good job of making Lindsay and Frankie connect to an audience, but for some reason they're not doing Jordan's packages right, at least in my opinion.
Trying. Like, I think they tried this with Normani last season too, and it didn't go very well. But like, they tried this week with like, oh hey, Lindsay's the only pro left who hasn't won. Remember
that was really nice.
Like, that got annoying. Like, I'd rather see emotional stuff about Jordan. Like, I don't need to be told who hasn't won yet. Like, I want to give it to who deserves it, not based on how many trophies they have. Like Emma last season didn't get this at all till like the finale night, like right before she won, and like she still won, even though
Right.
whatever.
Right, exactly. And that's the other thing, Normani from last season, who was my winner for season 24, they're still kind of, still a little, I'm not mad that Rashad won. I'm really not. It just, Normani was my girl. But Normani kind of is in a similar situation to Jordan, where she's just so good every single week. And the judges, and she was scored so high, deservedly so, every single week. She probably at that point was not connecting with the GP, which was super unfortunate. And she ended up in third, which makes me wonder if Jordan's headed down the same road.
I don't know, because I feel like people are kind of scared of that from last season, but at the same time, there's like this whole thing about people don't want supposedly professional dancers to win.
Right. And he's not a professional dancer. Let's just clear the air right now. Jordan Fisher is not a professional dancer.
He's not. Like, people think it's because, like, Hamilton's a Broadway musical. Like, not all Broadway musicals have, like, tons of dancing. Like, Hamilton really does not. A lot of the movement comes from, like, a platform or two, like the turning platforms. There's not a lot of running around. There's like, you listen to the music of Hamilton, you think there's gonna be lots of dancing, and then there's not. Like, there's this song, like, You'll Be Back, and it sounds like a dance number, and then I see, and it's just the guy standing there, and I'm like, that's disappointing. But like, 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 oh, like, there's like, you
right,
think
exactly.
So I get it from people who haven't seen Hamilton, but like, just don't assume, because like a lot of Broadway shows are very different from each other.
Right, exactly. So yeah, Jordan's not a professional dancer, and unfortunately, the GP is penning him as one. So producers, get your acts together and make sure that we clear the air. Jordan's not a professional dancer because the GP needs some help realizing that fact.
Like, explain it. Well, they're gonna do it like next week. They do their, like, usually it's when they do their biography packages. So please explain that. So then trios happened, and it was really cool to see everyone back. So the first one was Terrell Cheryl and Kelly Monaco, season 1 champion and season 15 finalist, 3rd place. She did rumba with Terrell and Cheryl. I don't think we've ever seen a rumba trio before, have we?
I was amazed that was not brought up. This is the first time we've ever seen a rumba trio.
Like, yeah,
and honestly, I thought it was pretty good.
I always kind of wanted to see one, and it was okay. Like, I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular or that memorable, but like, they did a decent job considering the circumstances.
Right. Exactly. Like, I was not expecting this to be good at all, but considering that it is a rumba and a trio dance, like, I was pleasantly surprised. I was.
Yeah. Like, what did he get? Like, 9s and 8s?
Wait, hang on. I've got Wikipedia up on the other screen. He got straight 8s for this rumba.
Oh, straight 8s.
Yeah. Which was fine. Which was fine for me.
Yeah, that was fair. I agree. I think I agree with that. I'll have to rewatch. So Drew and Emma and Rashad were next, and then this was another one, like Jordan's quick step, where the lighting and like the background was like very distracting. It was like bright flashing lights like the whole time. Like, I couldn't really tell how he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think he kept up fine. I think he did okay. I think Rashad did a good job dancing down to match him.
I agree.
Although not too much.
I agree with this. Absolutely. And I love the package where like Rashad was like showing Drew like how to like have swag. That was pretty cool. It's just Rashad is such a great human being, guys. He really is. Like, just a good, kind, generous, nice human being. And he was so cool in the package with Drew. Just the three of them. They're just like the Three Musketeers. They're like best friends for life. I really love this number. Drew, I thought, stepped up. Rashad, I thought, matched him really well. And Emma was like the perfect like little compliment to both of them. And I was impressed with this trio. I really was. I'm gonna watch it like 15 times this week.
Yep.
I'm gonna bop to it every single day.
Yeah, I thought this was really good. Yeah, I got 2 8s and a 9.
Who gave the 9? Was it Carrie Ann?
I think it was Bruno.
Let me bring it forward. Was it Carrie Ann? Man, Carrie Ann ended up being like my favorite judge tonight, which was weird.
Yeah, I think, yeah, well, anyway, I'm pretty sure it's got like a 25, so yeah, it would have been 2 8s and a 9. So he's bottom of the leaderboard, I think by one. Is it by 1 point?
Okay, so I have not seen the cumulative leaderboard. The only thing I can tell everybody is that Jordan's first, Lindsay second, and Drew is last. I don't know what points. I would have to like literally add them up, but that's all I got.
Okay. Because like, well, we'll get to the stats in a minute. Victoria and Val were next.
Okay,
With
so
Lori. Okay.
with Lori. Okay, so fun fact for Fantasy League tonight on the official Fantasy League, I picked Jordan, Lindsay, and Victoria because I was really hoping. And when the Argentina Canada was fine, it wasn't like anything like super great for me. Although I do love Victoria, I was just like, oh, it's okay. She's going to come back and she's going to do the drive so well. And then I remembered she had the back problems, and then I noticed that she was in sneakers, not heels, and then I was just like, oh no, she's in pain, so this isn't going to be wig snatching. And unfortunately, in my opinion, it wasn't, because I was looking forward to this number so much, you guys. Like, Lori was back, and I love Lori, like, with all my little heart. She's just the cutest little bean, and Val was great. And I was so excited for Victoria to dance with them. And unfortunately, because of Victoria and the pain she was in, she was just not getting the technique down, which was disappointing for me. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I love Victoria so much, but I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, this was the one I was most nervous for, because it's a jive, and like Lori's like has those energy, and Victoria's problems with her legs, and she was in pain, it turned out, so that made it kind of worse. Apparently, like, okay, well, first off, they showed Lori and Val winning, and like Victoria was there, and I thought she was supposed to be Lori, and I'm like, why are they showing this as part of the dance? Like, this felt like it was too much about Lori and Val, and like Victoria was like a prop. That was the first part I didn't like.
I understand that I understand that.
Like, they didn't do that to anyone else.
Like, I understand that perspective, but I guess like the concept of it was like Victoria was like an onlooker, being like, oh, I want, because there's Song with Magic by B.O.B., and she was just like, oh, I want that Lori and Val winning Magic because I want to win up there with Val. You know what I mean? And that, I guess, was the concept. And I thought that was cute. That was fine for me.
Okay, yeah. I don't know, because at first I thought she was supposed to be Lori, because Lori was in her winning outfit, I think, or something similar. And I'm like, oh, okay. But like, yeah, the dance itself, like, apparently, like, Pure was saying Lori was off time, Victoria was on time, but even if that's true, because I have to go rewatch, Victoria's technique was not that good, I hate to say.
Unfortunately, it was not as awesome as I hoped it would be. And again, a part of it is the problems in her legs, and the other part of it, like, she was having back spasms earlier in the day, guys. Like, the fact that she performed was a miracle.
Yes.
So,
yeah. I do kind of worry for her next week, because this got all 8s. Yeah, she got straight 8s cross the board for her all night.
So that means she got 48 total. Is that it? I can't math.
Yeah, and I think tonight, like, perfectly encompasses the Victoria and versus, like, some people like Drew and Terrell thing. Victoria is very consistent, I would say. Drew and Terrell have higher highs, I think. Like, they've had more memorable stuff. Their good stuff has been kind of better.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. And guys, don't get me wrong, I love Victoria just with all my heart. She's so precious, and I've loved a lot of her dances, but she's not usually what I remember going back from a show at the end of the day, which is unfortunate. Like, her dance, which is unfortunate because I do love her a lot.
So the next dance was Lindsay and Christy and Mark, and they did a jazz, and they did a real jazz.
It was like, a real jazz. It was a real jazz.
Like, old school style jazz. Like, it was so cool. And like, it was just like on time, everyone looked happy and like in the moment and everything. And it got 2 9s.
Oh my gosh. I never thought I would say this, but like, after this dance, like, I suddenly stand Carrie Naba. Who would have thunk it?
Like,
oh my gosh.
She gave this a 10, and I'm like, okay, so because Len was saying a couple things, actually, I think, maybe indicating was he indicating he wasn't going to give a 10? I'm not sure. Maybe it was a different dance.
He didn't give any criticism, and normally when Len doesn't give
this wasn't it then. Yes, he gave no criticism, and
then he gave it a 9.
And then Bruno, I thought, was for sure giving this a 10, and then
he gave it a 9, which was weird. What were the judges smoking before the show, guys?
No. Yeah, like I don't have a lot to say on this one. I just really liked it. It was just solid. It was great. I loved when they like made fun of Mark getting a 19
Oh,
in the package.
that was so funny. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. But as far as the dance was concerned, it's one of my favorites of the season. Just it first and foremost, it was real jazz, and second of all, the I love it when dances remind me of other dances that I love, and this dance reminded me a lot of one of my favorite dances of all
Oh
time,
no. Sadie's
Sadie
Foxtrot.
Sadie's Foxtrot. It
Yeah.
reminded me so much of Sadie's Foxtrot, and that's one of my favorite dances of all time. And I was just like, yay! I'm so happy. And the song was great. And Chrissy Yamaguchi, I think, is a perfect compliment to Lindsay because I feel like their styles are just like so similar. And I just this was kind of a great trio match. It really was, and I loved it. And I'm sure Rock will submit it for an Emmy. And it was awesome. And I cannot believe Len and Bruno gave it a 9. What were they thinking?
Wow, this one was like, I don't know. So next we're Alfonso and his backup dancers.
I'm so excited for Alfonso's Jive, guys. Oh my gosh, Alfonso. Oh man, I love Alfonso. Come at me if you want, but I love the man.
Jive with Alfonso, and Alfonso's nice enough to include them in his dance, so very nice of him. And it was good. Like I think, like I didn't really see much wrong with it. Like they gave it all 9s. I thought this could have gotten like at least 110.
I was really impressed with this. Actually, I was kind of worried about it because
same. Although
listen,
I saw a preview for this, and I'm like, okay, it's probably gonna be okay.
In case any of you weren't around during season 19, Alfonso's Drive was the iconic dance from season 19. He did it like 15 times. It got Emmy nominated, and he danced it once at the premiere, and then in a dance-off, and then at the finale, and then at the finale again.
And then they also tribute to the other iconic dance of season 19, the Carlton.
The Carlton. It's not even the jazz, it's just the Carlton. It's just the
Carlton. They did it for like 2 seconds, which I'm like, okay, good. Like, don't do a whole segment of that, please. She's like, no. And so I noticed, like, when she started singing, he's like, no. I'm like, okay, good. It's like, I think they just took a bit of their rehearsal and just threw it in the dance.
That was
like,
so
he just
funny.
started doing the Carlton, you told him not to, and I'm like, okay, you're like, okay, let's include it.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, anyway, Alfonso's Drive is iconic, and his drive skills are iconic. And I was a little worried about this number because Drive is Alfonso's dance, and I didn't think it would be Frankie's, but amazingly enough, wow, I was
super, so good, right?
I was really impressed. Frankie continues to surprise me every single week. I just need to just stop doubting Frankie. He can do it. He can. I need to not. I like him a lot. I hope he's in the finals.
Yeah, I think he'll be in the finals. Like, I'm not worried about him. He's good. So last one was Lindsay and the twins, Jordan and Corbin.
It's so funny because they literally are. I mean, they both play the backup characters to a white main character in a Disney Channel original movie musical. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. I remember the first time I watched Teen Beach Movie, I was just like, wow, like they really did get like the discount Zac Efron and the next Corbin Bleu over here, didn't they? I don't remember why.
Amanda, but like I said, this was really good. This was like amazing.
This might be my favorite dance of the season. I think it just outdid Lindsay's Argentina by like that much, but this was out of this world stellar, guys. Like this is going to be remembered forever. This will go down in history, like Bruno said, and this will I feel like every season has a couple iconic dances that you just can never disassociate with it. Like for season 19, it's Alfonso's Jive, and I feel like for this season, it might end up being the salsa.
I don't know. I think this and the Argentine tango Lindsay did, like you mentioned, those are the two right now.
Yeah.
Maybe a Frankie dance, maybe the hair one, the perm one, just because that was like a big breakout one for him.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun. I love that dance. I do.
I think maybe those two. Or 3.
Yeah, guys, this was absolutely
and Lindsay's Jive, that's the other one everyone likes.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the next 2 weeks, because that's when a lot of the iconic stuff shows up. Yeah, this was just solid. This was just great. Very entertaining. That's good. Like, I never have anything to say about them just because they're so good. But I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun.
So much salsa content. And worth noting, Corbin never did a salsa on his season. He never did it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like, I'm like, wait, did Corbin ever do salsa? Well, this is like Christy never did jazz on her season either.
Which it's amazing. It really does speak to the talent of all of these celebrities and how quickly they can pick stuff up. Corbin was phenomenal in this number. Jordan was phenomenal in this number. Lindsay did a phenomenal job choreographing this number. It was just out of this world, absolutely stellar. Jordan came and destroyed everybody.
Just like, wow. I don't know.
Blew everybody out of the water.
And then the elimination happened, and they did it in the format which I thought they were going to, because people were saying beforehand that they were going to call people into Jeopardy this week, and they were going to call either Lindsay or Jordan for shock. And I'm like, I think they're just going to stand up there and then call who's safe in, like, whatever order. And that's what they did. And they called Jordan, Lindsay, Victoria, and Drew safe in that order. And then Frankie and Terrell waited, were the last two waiting. And then, like, that totally took all the suspense out of it, because we knew it was going to be Terrell. Because Frankie got, like, a 60 last week and, like, has a lot of support. So that was pretty obvious. So, yeah, it was, I mean, I guess I'm sad to see them go. Because, like, I actually think now, I hate saying this, I think they might have had more to give in the next 2 weeks than Victoria. And maybe Drew.
I don't necessarily think that, probably because I like Victoria and Val's partnership more than I like Terrell and Cheryl's. I'm a little sad to see them go because he really did grow on me as a contestant. Like, I started out really, like, not liking him at all, and he ended up really proving me wrong. And listen, guys, every season I do this. Don't judge a book by its cover. Every season I do this. I don't know why I keep doing it, but I was.
But the thing is, when the assholes come on the show, like I think I said last week, they just become more of assholes usually. But like Carol wasn't, which was nice. Okay, so I want to show you. I'm sure what we've all been waiting for. I'm probably not showing this publicly this week. So, this is like you'll get
exclusive. This is
the chart so far, because this is probably gonna change because I haven't done, like, Facebook's gonna have more stuff. Like, I haven't done the red carpet video comments yet, but I want to show everybody. Yeah, hang on, sorry.
That's all right.
I'll share this here. Can you see the chart?
I can see the chart.
Do you want me to zoom in so you can see who's who?
Yes, okay. This is very interesting.
Yep. Okay, so here's who's case. So here's how I do it in case we don't know. Can you still see it?
Yes, I can still see it.
Okay. Wait, what?
It's like an infinite amount of me.
No. Oh my gosh. Okay, am I still screen sharing? Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay, so you see my mouse?
Yes.
Okay. So I do it based on positive comments and neutral areas. So usually I won't go and do the couples videos and take comments from that. But I will take it from, like, voting's now open, usually, like, the interviews after the show, previews for the episodes, stuff like that. And, like, if they do the thing where they put up everyone's photo from their routine, I will do each of those and I'll take the comments from each of those. But yeah, so far this week, this is what it's looking like. So Drew is over here with 18.3%.
Okay.
Frankie has 33.5 right now. Jordan has 17.8. Lindsay has 26.2. And Victoria has 4.2. Now, can you get the leaderboard for this week?
Yeah. Well, I can try.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I got to add them up real quick. So give me 1 second.
Okay.
Anyway, you can.
So yeah. So Victoria is, like, really far behind everybody right now. Now, this hasn't always been correct this season. Like, the double elimination week, it was wrong. I think it's been right every other time. And even if Victoria's at the bottom, there's a possibility they could do something like immunity challenge next week, which I really hope they don't do, because it's not really cool to do in, like, the semifinals, like, deciding who's going to the finals. That's not really fair. But, you know, these producers that we currently have are not subtle. They could do it. So anyway, yeah, this is the chart. So Frankie technically has just a little over a third of the vote right now, and Lindsay has over 25%. So that's a quarter. So they're pretty strongly leading right now. Drew and Jordan are not too far behind. There's very small difference between each other as well, Drew and Jordan. And Victoria is very far behind, and I'm getting worried for her. Oh, great. Okay, do you have the leaderboard?
I have the leaderboard. It's just everything needs to get added up because I don't think it's in order.
Okay, I can just go to like, hey, does Wikipedia have it?
Here's the thing. I'm on Wikipedia and they have all the individual scores. Oh, wait a second. Hang on. This is stupid. Hang on. Guys, I'm such an idiot. Okay. There we go. We're good now. Okay. So week 8. Boom. Okay. So Jordan and Lindsay have 60. Lindsay and Mark are in second at 54. Frankie and Whitney are in third at 53. Victoria and Val have 48, and Drew and Emma have 47.
Okay, so Victoria and Drew. This is basically. Wait, can you do the what's Lindsay and Frankie have? Sorry.
Lindsay has 54,
Yeah.
and Frankie has 53.
Okay, so Frankie might be passing Lindsay, or he might not. Either way, it really does not matter too much this week because I think it's coming down to Drew and Victoria. I don't think either are gonna cover the spread to beat Jordan if it's like 12 points. So what we got here is, so Drew is 1 point behind Victoria, correct?
Correct.
I don't know, like, if this is to be correct, I feel like he's gonna pass her in the votes.
Just based on just this, even though like this is obviously very, very subject to change as you do it, this makes me think that Drew will be able to get past Victoria next week.
The only thing is, I'm seriously wondering if that happens, they'll do immunity, which is gonna be really annoying and really obvious.
I doubt that they'll do immunity at the semifinals.
Do not do immunity. Like, that just seems really unfair. It's just not nice.
Yeah.
It's like really spiteful. It feels like it. You just feel like an attack on Drew, because I don't know.
I feel like everybody.
Like, I don't know. Like, last week I was starting to worry for Drew's votes a bit, even though Victoria was still in last. She's in last by a pretty large margin. Okay, so Drew has 18.3%. Victoria has 4.2%. That is like 14.1% difference.
Yeah.
And the scores are like gonna be probably like less than 1% difference. So this to be indicated, yeah, I think he's beating her. I'm not sure. I'd be amazed if he did beat her. Like, I don't know how I'd feel. Like, I'd feel excited probably.
Right. I feel
like, I don't know, because I feel like they are kind of trying to push Victoria, and I don't like it when they push people. So it'd be cool for the manipulation to be beat, but like at the same time, I don't know if they've kind of given up on her.
This is really interesting because on paper it looks like our final four is going to be Lindsay, Jordan, Frankie, and Drew. But I really don't know what to. I don't really know. I mean, I would imagine Val's fan base is kind of bigger than Emma's, but at the same time, will it make up for what I
feel like
I think Drew is getting a vote?
Like, a lot of the Val fans are rooting for like Jordan this season, I've noticed.
Are they really?
Yeah. Just a lot of people happen to like Val are like voting for Jordan.
Right.
I don't know.
It's just,
yeah, it's very strange. I don't know what I'm thinking of.
I don't know what I'm thinking for next week's elimination either. I think it will come down to Victoria or Drew.
Yeah, like Jordan, I'm kind of concerned about, but like not for next week leaving. More like he's gonna be in top 3. It's just where he places. And same with Lindsay, and then Frankie. I don't know. I'm wondering if Lindsay's okay. You know the thing with the front runner gets criticism certain weeks in the middle of the competition. I'm wondering if she's like getting a lion's share of the votes, and that's her. But like, I don't know. I think Frankie's kind of caught up to her, and I think Jordan might have gone down in support. I'm not sure, or maybe just like other people started watching and voting. I'm not really have a strong grasp on that. I think we have a clear final 3. It's just the order.
Right. The final 3 is clear. The question is who is making that top 4. Is it Victoria or is it Drew?
Yeah, and it's like who's leading the first night of the finals, basically. Like, who gets to do a freestyle, which is a big deal. And like, I mean, I don't know. I like Emma's freestyles more than Val's so far. But like,
Emma's done well.
Like,
I was about to say. Oh wait, I was about to say Emma's done 1 freestyle, but then I realized, oh wait, Emma's done 2.
Yeah, Emma's done 2. I like them both more than most of Val's, I think.
Val's had some good ones. Like I like Normani's and I liked Lori's and I liked Rumors.
I liked Lori's. Rumors was okay. I didn't really like Normani's. I didn't like Ginger's.
Did anybody?
I thought you said you. I remember you saying. I think you said you liked Ginger's once. I think it was you.
Oh, maybe like once long time ago, but now I'm just like, what
Yeah.
is it?
And then Zendaya's was kind of awkward. It was okay. And Kelly's. I didn't mind Kelly's. I don't like people drag that one, but like I liked it kind of. That was probably like my second or third favorite of his.
I'm blanking. What was Kelly's? I know I've watched it
Kelly's
before.
was like this over the top thing with like a rope or something. I don't know. And they would have like a choir singing. I've had the time of my life.
Shut up. Did they really?
They did.
No, okay, now that you say it, I remember it. Yeah, okay. Now I remember it. It was I've had the time of my life. Okay, now I remember.
And like everyone complained it was like too over the top and everything, but like I thought it was okay. Like it was alright.
Yeah. I liked that. Listen, I've liked both of them as freestyles that she's done.
Oh yeah, Emma's freestyles have been great. Like the thing with Val is what I've noticed with a lot of his freestyles, it's been like, okay, he's gonna pick a style and then like add some lifts and like here's a freestyle. He's done it with like Foxtrot, Argentine Tango, and Viennese Waltz. And Viennese Waltz, he low-key stole some stuff from Strictly, so I don't know. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Janelle's. What did you think of that?
I like Janelle's a lot.
I kind of like Janelle's, yeah.
And
I think the three favorites from him would be Lori's, Janelle's, and Kelly's of his freestyles.
It's so funny because I hated Janelle's freestyle when I first saw it. I was just not into it at all. And then time got to me and I finally appreciate it. So for me, my top.
Michael Waltrip's reaction.
He was the biggest Janelski shipper there ever was.
Oh my gosh. Yes, it was like, oh my god. That was so funny. So yeah, so next week's semifinals. We don't know if there's a theme. I think it might be iconic dances, but again, maybe not. It's just gonna be some good dancing probably. No real gimmicks, which should be nice.
That'll be very nice.
Yeah. And then finals and then finale and then we're off for 10 months except for tour, which
or unless you count Junior.
Oh yeah, Junior's happening. I keep feeling like that's gonna get canceled. I don't know. I so thought they were gonna announce Alfonso was hosting it tonight.
Me too, kind of, because I mean we don't have like any basis for it, but Alfonso is waiting in the wings for Tom Bergeron to retire so he could take over hosting Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, Alfonso's like, I don't know, he's getting really, I don't know, he's always been kind of cocky lately. Like he said, like you gotta vote for them tonight or something. Like when.
What did he say tonight?
What?
What did he say today? He said something that was really funny to the judges.
I don't know. Something about voting?
I don't know. Somebody put that in the comments. What did Alfonso say to the judges after Frankie's dance tonight? Because I don't remember.
I'm also just imagining him fuming because like when Jordan was doing his package, he's like, Corbin's the best male dancer ever on Dancing with the Stars. And I'm like, did you really want to say that while you know this package is going to be playing while Alfonso's in the room?
Playing in front of Alfonso of all people. Listen, Alfonso.
Like, remember when he was there for the show? They said James was the best male dancer.
Like, Julianne, Alfonso's right there.
Like, he was in the audience that night.
Oh man, that was so funny. Wow, Alfonso, Julianne, Alfonso was right there. Listen, I love James, but I don't think he's the best male dancer ever to be on Dancing with the Stars.
I mean, no, I don't think so either. But I really liked him. I just don't think he's like the best male dancer. Maybe he's probably one of the best non-ringer male dancers.
Yeah, that I will give you. That I will agree with.
Yeah. Like no, he's not better than Charlie or Corbin or Alfonso, but like they're all ringers. So, you know. Oh, and was Apollo a ringer? I don't know.
I don't think Apollo. What is Apollo? What like
speed skater?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he danced when he was younger. I don't know. I can look. I'll look it up sometime. And when Riker was like the biggest male ringer because he did lots of ballroom as a kid.
Yeah, but in any case, yeah, no, I don't think James is the best male dancer to ever be on the show. That's not ringer.
Like so many people are against Frankie. Like so many people are like finding any reason to hate on Frankie.
Listen, obviously people are very much entitled to their own opinions, and if they feel a certain way about Frankie, they're more than welcome to express it. But on a personal level, in my opinion, I find it very hard to dislike Frankie. I like him a lot, man. I do. I can't wait to see him freestyle.
I'm just imagining they're gonna like say such mean things when he takes his shirt off next week because you know that's coming.
Oh my
They're gonna
gosh.
like body shame him probably. Like that's not cool.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny when they showed that little clip tonight. It was hilarious.
I actually have to go in a minute because I have to take my cat to the vet before work in the morning. And she's okay. I just have to it's just a checkup, but she has to.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well,
so yeah, I gotta make sure Zoe's okay to go to the vet. Oh no, I'll go check on her.
Alrighty. Well, with all that being said, guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, give us a thumbs up. And hopefully we will see you next week at the semifinals for No Manipulation.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Hopefully no manipulation. That'd be great. Thanks. Bye.